Boom! Welcome back to the show. Alright, so today we are at the infamous James Bond Beach in Oracabessa, St. Mary, Jamaica, West Indies. And it's home to the Golden Eye Foundation. Now, this is Jay.
Greetings, greetings.
Welcome, Jay. And Jay is a marine biologist, and she's going to teach us today, tell us today about their land-based sea urchins nursery. So we'll be learning about that. And later on, we'll be getting in the water. Alright, let's keep watching. So Jay, tell us a little bit about this setup, what is it? And what are those things with the pointy,
They're called sea urchins.
Okay.
Alright, so this is a land-based sea urchin nursery. It's the only one in Jamaica, and the Oracabessa Marine Trust was funded by the US Embassy to set this up last year.
Alright, so Jay, tell us a little bit about the sea urchin nursery and why we need something like this here.
Alright, so basically in Oracabessa Bay we don't have much sea urchins. So the US funded the Oracabessa Marine Trust in order to collect sea urchins from an area that was well populated and for us to move them here. But first we had to acclimatize them in these tanks and then put them out in our space. That kind of changed last summer when we had a mass die-off and we had no urchins within Jamaica waters or the wider Caribbean.
So what caused that? Like something eating them?
Well, I guess you can, it's not eating them, it's a disease that only affected this species of sea urchins and just caused them all to die off. So they lose their spines and they turn white.
Oh, okay. So why are sea urchins important? Like why you want to raise them?
Because just like any other species in the food web, sea urchins are grazers on reefs. So they help to keep the reefs healthy. Just like parrotfish, sea urchins are primary grazers.
Okay. So what is that now? What are you doing?
Okay, so this is seaweed. Some persons call it algae. This is what I use to feed the urchins. So
you feed them?
Yeah.
How often you feed them?
I feed them every 2 days. They eat a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
So they have teeth and mouth on them something?
Yeah, they do. They do.
Okay. Alright, so they eat what is that? Seaweed?
Yeah.
And that's the only thing they eat?
They eat other things, but this is the main one. I kind of experimented with which species of it that they like better, and I find that they like this the best.
Okay.
So I just continue using it.
So if there are no sea urchins left, what would happen?
So basically, as I said, they graze on the reef. So if we have like declined numbers in sea urchins, then the reefs will populate with algae, and algae will.
Oh, so basically they are cleaners.
Yeah. If you're cleaners.
Okay.
A simpler way to look at it.
Okay, so how you get them though? You breed them?
Okay, so these were actually collected on the reef here, and then
Like the babies?
no man. So some of them were smaller than what they look like now, and then we put them in the tanks and they grew.
Okay. Okay. And so how you know when to put them back out?
I mean, at some point, so the disease has passed. So the goal is to put them back in the wild and let them live out their lives there. But another part of the project is to either spawn them or collect the larvae in the water, put them in the tank.
Spawn meaning they're gonna breed them?
Spawning means breeding them.
Okay.
And then it's that, or we're gonna collect the larvae, which are the babies, in the water on sticky pads.
So you just go and just sweep for them, just put them down.
No, so we're gonna hang them in the water column, the sticky pads, and when they spawn and they breed up and release the tiny little babies, they stick to the pads.
So any chance you might see any in the water today?
Well, we have a few babies in the tank, so you can see those today.
Okay, alright,
Yeah,
awesome.
vibes.
Alright, so you're gonna feed them now?
Yeah, come on.
Alright, so let's feed the urchins.
So we have the seaweed in tiny pieces. I normally give one to each. And then this is how I do it. I can just put them in the water like that.
And they go to it?
Eventually when they want food, they'll find it in the tanks. But when I'm feeding them initially, I always put them directly on them.
Okay.
So it's easier for them to feed, and then the others they'll eat later.
Oh,
So
okay.
I try to go as close as possible to them and stick it in. So you see their needles are moving now. So their mouth is actually on the underneath.
Okay.
So their needles will move it to the underneath where the mouth is.
So you ever get pricked by one?
Yeah, but
It hurt?
Kind of, but it's not that serious.
You pee on it?
No, I don't pee on it. You can use vinegar.
Is that a myth?
It's not a myth, but you can use vinegar. They do the same thing.
Okay.
But the vinegar works better.
Are they poisonous?
I wouldn't say they're poisonous, but the prick is very uncomfortable and
Okay.
it kind of stings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Don't try this at home, children. Do not try this at home. This is for the professionals. Alright, you ready to feed some urchins?
Yes.
Alright, so but first you have to rinse your hand in the seawater.
Okay.
Just so you don't introduce anything in the system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So put some of it. Yeah. Alright, so Jesus, you just put it out of the seawater. Alright, so this one is pretty close to the surface, so you can probably just drop it on here and he'll take it from there.
Just like that?
Don't want to close because you can see the needles right there. So for that one, you have to put your hand in the water. You want to try that? Just be careful.
Hey, such a big one.
Yeah, that's a baby.
Just drop it.
So no. Alright, so go to the side where you can actually see where the spine is. Yeah. See, the spine is grabbing it.
Okay.
Yeah, and see, this is one of the babies, and the other one is on that.
Oh, so you just put it on the baby?
Yeah, because their spines aren't as long, so I can literally just go as close as possible.
Okay.
So I can show you the other baby.
Oh.
So this is the other baby,
Yeah.
and then you can see some other marine organisms on the bottom of this rock, which is why I'm holding it like this.
Okay. Oh.
And then this is the other one in the corner right there. So we're just gonna put a little piece on the baby.
Bite you?
No, but I touched the tip.
Okay.
And that's pretty much how we go about feeding the urchins, and I do this every other day.
Every 2 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
But every 10 years or so.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, don't put more than that. This one?
So that one have...
Yeah,
This one is
has white.
black and white. So what's
Yeah.
happening with this one?
So basically, just like humans, where you have different race, it's the same species, but you have different types.
Okay.
So this one, some of them will have some white spines, and then some will have black and white striped spines.
Oh, black and white on one spine?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
And then you just repeat this for all the times until everybody's fed.
Everybody get food.
That's the idea.
Awesome. We have some other ones.
So this one, yeah. So these are some of the other ones.
So these are the foreigners.
I guess so. So this one has some very long spines. Last of it. see those in the water?
Hmm?
Look, they're like other organisms in the tanks. Do you see those?
What are those things?
I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure. Yesterday, the other day, I saw them in there. I forgot to look them up. Tank ready for clean now.
Alright, so Jay, we do I was reading something that you guys do coral restoration.
Yeah, we do.
Really?
We have the largest coral restoration on the island, so that's something I'm pretty proud of, and I manage it too. So
That's awesome.
yeah, so we kind of tried raising the corals in the tanks, but they didn't do so well because corals have like a set condition that they like, and if they don't like it, they're not going to blossom basically. So this piece of coral, you can see, it was planted on this stone, and everywhere else has been bleached. But we have this little part that's still healthy, and she's actually feeding right now. Her polyps are open. Not sure how close you can get to see that.
Polyps.
Yeah, so the polyps are the live parts of the corals. So corals are animals, they're not just like rocks.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's feeding right now.
So any chance we might see some of them in the water?
Yeah, definitely. Of course.
Alright.
So right now we're just gonna take a dip into the water and just see some marine organisms and some live corals.
Alright, so guys, now we're about to go into the water. So Jay's gonna take us. Yes, so Jay's gonna take us out and we're gonna show you guys how to dip the water.
So we're just gonna bring Rick on. It's a reef water, so it's basically a drop. You ready?
Open water.
Yeah. It's a deep blue water.
Okay. Let's go.
Alright, so Rick, it's time to get your gears ready. Welcome to the dive shop.
What are these?
These are snorkeling masks, bro.
Oh,
You're
okay.
gonna need one. I like to use a scuba proof. You want the full black? Okay.
Yeah.
What size fins you wear? These are
The biggest one I have.
These are the biggest ones we have.
Oh, those aren't the biggest ones we
These are
have.
mine. The smallest fins that we have. So medium, extra large. Kind of dark in here, so
Extra large.
extra.
I think those are the ones I always use, the blue ones.
The blue ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
So we're gonna take this.
So what else does this dive shop offer?
So we do snorkeling excursions, scuba diving certifications, or dives. We also have Discover Scuba Diving. So for the persons who want to try scuba diving and don't know how to swim,
That's another question I have. Do you need to know how to swim?
to try scuba diving, no. But if you want to get certified, definitely you have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Hold this.
Alright, so people,
Safety precaution.
if you want to come and snorkel or go scuba diving, this is the place to be. And this is the dive shop at Oracabessa Bay. Alright, so we have the gears, I have the goggles. I know I'm not going in the water without my vest. Alright? So for the people who can't swim, I mean, we can't swim, you know, but for something like this, I'm going to shoot and all them things there are just safety first. You understand? Because, you know, you're going over with the equipment and me have anxiety, so that's why I make sure say everything is everything. So when you come here, just get your snorkeling gear, Zane, and
We
take it
also
forward.
have our life ring,
And we have a life ring,
just in case.
just in case.
And we have our harpoon, just
And we have a
in
what?
case.
What is that for?
Harpoon. So we normally use this to kill lionfish.
For
So
what?
lionfish is an invasive species. It's the only one you're allowed to kill. Well, I am.
Well, when I say invasive, I think they attack us in the water.
No, they were introduced here, and they
Oh.
eat all our fishes.
So why we have to bring it?
No, I'm bringing it
Sure.
in case I see a lionfish.
They're going to kill it.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean to protect out there?
but and protect us because they're poisonous.
So what they can do to us?
They're poisonous.
So what, they will attack us or swim to us?
No,
and...
but if you get close and it touch you, or you touch it,
Oh. Alright, so Jay will take care of all that. Jay will take care of all that. So, alright. Beautiful water out there. I'm not going to touch it now, Zane. Alright. So we're going snorkeling.
When you go snorkeling with a pro.
You go snorkeling with a pro?
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Alright, so I mean, this is not my first time snorkeling, but I don't know anything go. See it first. One time I go out there, you know, and I tell the story all the time. Go out there and I never bring no life vest, no life jacket, no nothing. And I go out there with Jay, and we're out there, you know. And then when I look, when I see nobody in the water, I start panic. And then my friend must block my eye and start swimming, come in. You know? Alright, so we are on the shore, people. Yeah. Jay over there, so I get ready. Alright, so I'll do some snorkeling now. Alright. Now I'm all geared up. So I'm gonna show you some things out of the water, see? Jay over there, so. Jay ready to go. Yeah. Alright, so. Alright, so let's see how under the water looks. Alright. That was fun. So, I hope I enjoyed that a while ago, because I did, and I hope I learned something too. So, thanks again to Jay for that excursion, and big up the Golden Eye Foundation. and big up the dive shop. So people, you can come to the dive shop, you can do snorkeling, offer snorkeling, you can get diving lessons and all that good stuff. I'll put a link in the description, and you guys can come and get a diving on. Alright, so that is it. Hope you enjoy it. Like, share and subscribe. Comment, tell a friend who comment, tell a friend to subscribe, tell a friend to share, and you know, awesome content coming your way.
Try something
Thanks,
new
Jay.
this summer. I'm not tired of parties. I look rough.